donkey, donkey dick, or he, or jackass. Called donkey perhaps from the Spanish or don-like gravity of that animal, entitled also the King of Spain's trumpeter. Doodle, a silly fellow, or noodle. See noodle, also a child's penis, doodle-doo, or cock-a-doodle-doo, a childish appellation for a cock, in imitation of its note when crowing. Doodle sack, a bagpipe, Dutch, also the private parts of a woman. Dopey, a beggar's trull. Dot and go one, to waddle, generally applied to persons who have one leg shorter than the other, and who, as the sea phrase is, go upon an uneven keel, also a jeering appellation for an inferior writing master, or teacher of arithmetic. Double, to tip anyone the double, to run away in his or her debt. Double jug, a man's backside, cotton's virgil. Dovetail, a species of regular answer which fits into the subject, like the contrivance whence it takes its name. X, who owns this? The dovetail is not you, by your asking. Douglas, Roby Douglas, with one eye and a stinking breath, the breech, Seawit. Dodie, a coarse, vulgar-looking woman. Down hills, dice that run low. Down, aware of a thing, knowing it, there is no down, a cunt phrase used by housebreakers to signify that the persons belonging to any house are not on their guard, or that they are fast asleep and have not heard any noise to alarm them. To douse, to take down as douse the pendant, douse your dog vein, take the cockade out your hat, douse the glim, put out the candle, douse on the chops, a blow in the face. Dowser, vulgar pronunciation of doucher. Doxy, she beggars, wenches, whores, drab, a nasty sluttish whore. Drag, to go on the drag, to follow a cart or wagon in order to... Rob it, cunt. Dragly, waiting in the streets to rob... I'm sure it'll leave my head sometime. To rob carts or wagons, draggle-tail or daggle-tail, one whose garments are bespattered with dag or do, a generally applied to the female sex to signify slattern. Dragooning it, a man who occupies two branches of one profession is said to dragoon it, because like the soldier of that denomination he serves in a double capacity, such as a physician who furnishes the medicines and compounds his own prescriptions. Drain, gin, so called from the diuretic qualities imputed to that liquor. Dram, a glass or small measure of any spirituous liquors, which, being originally sold by apothecaries, were estimated by drams, ounces, etc. Dogs dram, to spit in his mouth and clap his back. Dramatic, a dram served upon credit. Draper, an ale draper, an alehouse keeper. Draft, or bill, on the pump at Aldgate, a bad or false bill of exchange. See Aldgate. Aldgate. Drawer latches, robbers off houses. Those doors are only fastened with latches, cunt. To draw, to take anything from a pocket, to draw a swell off a clout, to pick a gentleman's pockets off a handkerchief. To draw the longbow, to tell lies. Drawers, stockings, cunt. Drawing the king's picture, coining, cunt. To dress, to beat, our dresses hide neatly, or beat him soundly, dribble, a method of pouring out, as it were, the dice from the box, gently, by which an old practitioner is enabled to cog one of them with his forefinger. Dripper, a gleet. Dromedary, a heavy, bungling thief or rogue. A purple dromedary, a bungler in the art and mystery of thieving, cunt. Drummerers, see domera. Drop. The new drop, a contrivance for executing felons at Newgate by means of a platform which drops from under them. This is also called the last drop. See leaf. See morning drop. Drop a cog, to let fall with design a piece of gold or silver in order to draw in the cheat the person who sees it picked up. The piece so dropped is called a dropped cog. Drop in the eye, almost drunk. Dropping member, a man's yard with a gonorrhea. Drop coves, persons who practice the fraud of dropping a ring or other article. The picking it up before the person intended to be defrauded, they pretend that the thing is very valuable to induce their gull to lend them money or to purchase the article. See Fawny Rig and Money Droppers. To drop down, to be dispirited. This expression is used by thieves to signify that their companion did not die game. As the kiddie dropped down when he went to be twisted, the young fellow was very low-spirited when he walked out to be hanged. To drub, to beat anyone with a stick or rope's end, perhaps a contraction of dry rub. It is also used to signify a good beating with any instrument. Drummer, a jockey term for a horse that throws about his four legs irregularly. The idea is taken from a kettle drummer, whose beating makes many flourishes with his drumsticks. Drunk, drunk as a wheelbarrow, drunk as David's sow. See David's sow. Drury Lane ague, the venereal disorder. Drury Lane vestal, a woman of the town or prostitute. Drury Lane and its environs were formerly the residence of many of those ladies. Dry bob, a smart repartee, also copulation without emission. In law, Latin siccus robertulus. Dry boots, a sly humorous fellow. Dub, a picklock or master key. Cunt. Dub lay, robbing houses by picking the locks. Dub the jigger, open the door. Cunt. Dubbo the hick, a lick on the head. Dubber, a picker of locks. Cunt. Deuce, 2p. Duck, a lame duck, an exchange alley phrase for a stock jobber, who either cannot or will not pay his losses or differences, in which case he is said to waddle out of the alley, as he cannot appear there again till his debts are settled and paid. Should he attempt it, he would be hustled out by the fraternity. Ducks and drakes, to make ducks and drakes, a schoolboy's amusement, practised with pieces of Thai oyster shells or flattish stones, which being skimmed along the surface of a pond or still river, rebound many times to make ducks and drakes of one's money, to throw it idly away. Duck fucker, the man who is the carer of the poultry on board a ship of war. Duck legs, short legs. Dudders or whispering dudders, cheats who travel the country pretending to sell smuggled goods. They accost their intended dupes in a whisper. The goods they have for sale are old shopkeepers or damaged purchased by them of large manufactories. See duffer. Duddering rake, a thundering rake, a buck of the first head, one extremely lewd. Dudgeon, anger. Duds, cloves. Duffers, cheats who ply in different parts of the town, particularly about Water Lane opposite St. Clement's Church in the Strand, and pretend to deal in smuggled goods, shopping all country people, or such as they think they can impose on, which frequently do, by selling them Spitalfields goods at double their current price. Dugs, a woman's breasts. Duke, or rum-duke, a queer, unaccountable fellow. Duke of limbs, a tall, awkward, ill-made fellow. Duke Hemfrey, to dine with Duke Hemfrey, to fast. In old St. Paul's Church was an aisle called Duke Humphrey's Walk, from a tomb vulgarly called his, but in reality belonging to John of Gant, and persons who walked there while others were at dinner were said to dine with Duke Humphrey. Dull Swift, a stupish, sluggish fellow, one long going on an errand. Dumb arm, a lame arm. Dumbfounded, silenced, also soundly beaten. Dumb glutton, a woman's privities. Dumb watch, a venereal bubo in the groin. Dummy, a pocketbook, a dummy hunter, a pickpocket who lurks about to steal pocketbooks out of gentlemen's pockets. Frisk the dummy off the screen. Take all the banknotes out of the pocketbook, ding the dummy and bolt. They sing out beef, throw away the pocketbook and run off as they call out stop thief. Dumpling, a short, thick man or woman. Norfolk dumpling, a jeering appellation of a Norfolk man, dumplings being a favourite kind of food in that county. Dumps, down in the dumps, low-spirited, melancholy, jugularly said to be derived from Dumpos, a king of Egypt, who died of melancholy. Dumps are also small pieces of lead, cast by schoolboys in the shape of money. Dun, an importunate creditor. Dunny, in the provincial dialect of several counties, signifies deaf. To dun, then perhaps may mean to deafen with importunate demands. Some derive it from the word dones, which signifies give, but the true original meaning of the word owe its birth. To one, Joe Dunn, a famous bailiff of the town of Lincoln, so extremely active and so dexterous in his business, that it became a proverb. When a man refused to pay, why do not you dun him? That is, why do you not set dun to attest him? Hence it became a cunt word, and is now as old as since the days of Henry VII. Dun was also the general name for the hangman before that of Jack Ketch. And presently a halter got, made of the best strong hempenteer, and ere a cat could lick her ear, had tied it up with much of as art as Dun himself could do for heart. Cotton Virgil Trav Book 4. Dunacre, a stealer of cows and calves. Dunnigan, a privy, a water closet.